Alright, so today's video, we are watching a Diamond 3 Lucio on PC. They say it's not common to get an interesting game on Dorado. What's even less common is getting a tank with decent comms and hero selection in your rank game. It makes for such a good experience. Anyway, I've been stuck in Diamond for quite a few seasons and would love to finally get back on the climb. The game was one of those really confusing ones. I'm not even sure if I was carried or if I actually played well. Some fights' outcome felt impossible. I don't know how we lost or won them. It was a close game until the end. I don't want to spoil the outcome of the game, but we did get a Reaper for overtime rounds, which came really in handy. Let's see how this goes. A Diamond game as Lucio. I'm ready. And they're on Zenyatta. What? Did I get you baited? I mean, Zenyatta's good here, but... not bad. Okay. We don't get to see Zen too often. I like how you're trying to get your teammates to group up. Good luck. Get an orb on somebody eventually here. A nice healing orb. Feels good. Uh-oh. Rotate around or take the high ground. One of the two. Don't get stuck in like this rotation of being like... okay. See how your teammates all went top left and you didn't rotate? That's step number one. At a certain point, you need to be like, I ain't going to the card anymore, and you need to rotate top left. You see how you got caught out there? That's because you played a little bit too... like... you basically don't do that. And, okay, now you're back on Lucio. You're like, yeah, I'm good. Alright, let's see. I put on heals now, and good luck watching your Winston get back to full HP. Oh, no, they dive back up. This was certainly a wall climb. Alright. Yeah, just try to work on the wall climbs a little bit right there. Good boot. Careful of the high noon just because you don't know the angle it's at. You're good now. Your team is the one that used Kitsune, so you can benefit from being in your Kitsune, by the way, because you can get your heal boost or your speed boost back quicker. Good heal boost, that's going to help your team a lot. You can see the L charge going up. I want to see you go a little bit more... and I sometimes have this tendency too, and it's something that, like, as I've been playing more flex queue, I'm trying to fix. Do you see how you have the tendency to kind of gravitate towards cart, and you're so worried about the objective getting pushed up that you're just losing the team fight anyway? In my opinion, the value of this team fight is just winning it, and then you get the cart going. So the cart's already in a reasonable spot, so you're better off kind of going to help your team heal rather than just default into the cart. Because, like, you're not getting any value anyway now. The cart will be back to where it was, and you just lose the team fight. At least give yourself an opportunity is what I'm saying. Alright? Let's see how this goes. I'm waiting. Good job. What do they have? Don't be afraid to beat Blade here. Okay. Wonderful. Certainly a play. Heal boosting your team. Wait for it. Oh yeah, boop bob. Yes, the bob boop into your teammates, but honestly, I would have done the same thing, because you know what, benefited you. It was fine. You thought I was on Lucio? Yeah, I'm really good, Lucio. Actually, Lucio's not one of my bad heroes. Nice job. Do what you gotta do. There you go. Alright, much better. Stay cart now. You'll be the one on cart. Kiriko can go. Actually, technically... so there's a style where you go up with your team, you let your Kiriko push cart, and then your Kiriko can TP to you to help. And I think that's what you want to do here. Let your Kiriko push cart, go speed boost your teammates, top right. Yeah, it took you way too long to do this. Let your Kiriko TP up to you if need be. Because they're not going to get a good team fight on your teammates as they take high ground. So your speed boost is going to be beneficial. Yeah, you need to work on your wall climbs a bit. Hat trick, thanks for the 8 months of the feature prize. Thank you, appreciate it. So, next time do that. Make that like a default. Like, get your teammates set up if they want to be set up. Some players just want to stand on cart in Dorado. But like right there was a good play. Get away from the Winston. Now you stay on point again. Good job. Huge. Good pull. I don't mind the speed. It's a good speed boost. You did lose your Cassidy. You don't have to overchase the Sojourn here if you don't want to. I feel like, you remember how earlier we talked about the cart? This is an opportunity to go get that cart going and push the point in. I feel like it was a little bit. They're gonna Winston now. I mean, good boot. Your hog should be fine. But like, that is where like I think you need to find a good balance of when to push the cart and when not to push the cart. I think that would be really good for you. And I think you overcommitted to getting that Sojourn. I think that's where like it's the opposite. Remember how earlier I said you needed to not push the cart because it's not gonna give any value. You had the picks, which means that the cart is going to be the biggest pressure point you're going to have on their team to where they can't make the plays they want to play. But because you wait so long, it gives them more opportunity to make a play, set up, go around the map, and get high noon plays like that. When in reality, if you go on the cart there after you get that initial pick and don't chase the Sojourn, that you probably have a much closer opportunity to win in that game. Instead, you gave them too much opportunity. So, don't be afraid to use beat here. Yep, I'm okay with that. In hindsight, it's not a good beat now. But like, I probably would have used beat too because like the vision I have is what your vision was, and I think that was a fine beat based out of the vision you had. And I'm not saying it ended up being a good ult, and I would have probably said the same thing like, oh, I hecked that up. But I get why, because we looked at it from your point of view, right? Nice boop, good play. We had your vision of that, and it ended up working out. It was a hindsight play because it was like, well, you ended up getting the elim, and all 4 of them are across the high ground, and they're not going to do anything at that point anyway. So, but you ended up getting the point. Good job, good boop, good play. What rank is this? This is Diamond. So, good job. Definitely wanting to see you work on your Lucio movement a little bit. I feel like you spend a little bit too much time on walls, and if you watch a lot of really good Lucios, it's that movement between like anywhere in the map that makes them so good because like you can always be involved in a team fight if you end up having good movement on Lucio. Does that make sense? Like there isn't any team fight you can't get involved in if like you're able to just wall climb to any spot on the map without even thinking about it. And that's what makes really good Lucios. And that just takes practice with wall climbing. Understanding how to do that. They went Orisa, but that's fine. You have beat coming up. I think Diamond 3, I think, was what it was. Something like that. A little bit too aggro. Oh, that beat. That's one of those scary beats where that either goes really well or you get javelin by the Orisa. It worked out though. I like the beat. It was the area you did it in. It was the area you did it in. Nice play. And yeah, you're gonna cap this point, so. Okay to go up there and help a little bit? Yeah, you're good. You can even go for a boop if you need to. That boop on the Orisa is huge actually, because now they can't even get on the point. If they do, they have to use cooldowns. Perfect. Good job. Good job. Good attack. I mean, obviously, there's definitely things you can work on, but a solid attack at that. I would say. A solid attack at that, for sure. And now you're on Brick. Okay, this will be an interesting defense, then. All right, see how it goes. Nice. All right, well, back to Lucio. Oh, back to Zenyatta. Okay, and back to Lucio. That's what I figured. The way you played Brig there and the way that you kind of went into, I'm going to try to bash their Winston, I was not surprised to see you swap off. Alright, here we go. Sticking with your team. I want to see you get a good heal boost off here in a second. May not need to anymore, but there was an opportunity here. Disengaging. Back away. Good boot. Good boot. Good boost. I mean, good boop again. I mean, you obviously want to try to angle it better, but that was still good, though. Not bad. Staying on point. Use your heal boost in a second. Heal boost. Nice. Good job. Using speed into heal. I love it. Now, yeah, you're not going to be able to heal them. See, this is where it's going to be nice to have the new, like, tank change with the passive, where that D.Va will be healed up to full soon already. It's going to be interesting. I'm very curious to see how this mid-season patch is going to be. A little bit too aggressive by you. It's like, you got to remember that, like, when you get aggressive, you also need to find opportunity to back away at a certain time, too. So just try to remember that, too. You know what I mean? At least that's how I see it.
Adaptive circuits engaged. D.Va.
They're not adding crit heals. They're making it so, like, tanks have, you get, like, it's like, what? 10 HPS a second plus 5% of what your hero's HP is? So that's going to benefit tanks with a lot of HP, right? Nice boop. Yeah. Now, how are you going to use this beat is the question. That's where I want to see. Because even I don't know where. I feel like at this point I just use it as like an aggressive beat. Just because like you don't even have to... That's good. Perfectly fine. I'm totally fine with that beat. People were getting low. It looked like it was decent enough. You weren't going to get too much value. Like, you didn't have to wait on too many ultimates on their team. I think that was a great timing for your beat also. Like, in my opinion, that's actually maximizing the value of your beat because there's a timing on the other team where they don't have anything. So if you just sit there and save it for something, you're actually probably going to end up getting a second beat in that time anyway. So I think it ended up being a good play. I'm watching. Yep. Okay, so something I want you to practice is your wall riding. You struggle massively trying to go up onto like these like kind of like mid-range walls to get somewhere. So I think you could really benefit from just going into like a map and just practicing wall riding. I'm telling you right now, you're basically keeping yourself out of team fights or like not giving yourself opportunity. And I think if you can work on your movement a lot, you're going to see a good progress on your Lucio. It doesn't use speed a lot. I mean, it's very situational. Like the Lucio's team has done a good job of just, sorry, let me rephrase that. Has basically been taking poke damage left and right. So where can you find the opportunity to really get a good speed boost in? And if the team is more likely to play passive for a little bit, like your speed boost once again loses value. Sometimes you kind of get stuck in this like heal boost mode when your team isn't really going in as consistently. Because we've seen speed boost be used, but if your teammates are just taking massive poke damage, like you can't just speed boost them in because they're taking poke damage. And that's why it's always important when you're playing Overwatch to minimize poke damage. Poke damage is just that chip damage, 5 damage here, 20 damage here, 30 damage here, that all adds up. It makes it impossible. So this is like kind of like, yes, could be more benefit from speed boost, but two, like, the team is not making it easy either. So. And the only hero that would really benefit from the speed boost is probably the D.Va and like a Sojourn on an ultimate, right? You're not running like a comp. Like, I still want to see a balance of speed boost. You want to keep speed boost up the majority of the time damage isn't happening because it just helps, like, take map control, can help prevent some of that damage, but there hasn't been too much opportunity to go for, like, a really, like, huge speed boost play. Like, right there, you speed boosted into your team, then you went into heals. So, and then, yeah, there you go. Yep. Just switch spawns there? Yeah, it's a hindsight. Probably. Job. Now you can speed him out. Or you can heal him out if you want. I would have healed into a speed. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Yeah, I agree. Could have left spawn. I was more concentrated on the speed boost discussion. I'm watching. Good job using beat. Good job understanding you were in the bubble. Good beat. I'm okay with that beat. Totally okay with that. The only other ult you would save your beat for is the Soldier 76 ult. Oh, nice boop. That got on the limp to your team. Is Soldier 76 ult? Let's be honest. If you need to use beat for Soldier ult, then your team probably is going to lose that team fight anyway. Because you have a D.Va. So like you don't have to worry about too much of the damage output that will happen. Honestly, that was a good sequence. You Survived that, had a good speed boost, had a good heal boost, had another good speed boost. All of that I was happy with. That was a good sequence. Speed him out, now put heals back on. Yeah, this is good. Hopefully you can survive this to get a heal boost onto your D.Va. Your D.Va might get rolled there. Maybe speed him out if you need to.
60 seconds.
Yeah, you need to work on, real talk, if you work on your, yep, oh yeah. This is a treat. You need to really work on that. Get some practice on that wall riding, and I think you'll see an improvement already, because when you have to climb a wall, it's a journey. I think a team fight happens in the amount of time it takes you to get up on a wall. But you just miss a whole team fight, because you're like, oh, give me a second, I'll be there in a minute. Give me 1 second.
Active circuits engaged. Sojourn.
I'll be there shortly. Can we pause the game? I need to climb this wall. Could be a good beat. I like how you ended up needing your beat for the soldier ultimate, which is amazing. Nice boop. Actually, I think the boop ended up doing damage there. Yeah, you're gonna get rolled here. Unless you get a heal boost in time. Damn, you were a second away. You would have lost anyway. Not a bad defense either. It's just been good, like, really long attacks for both teams. Like I said, still not a bad, like, this wasn't bad. So you can practice your wall riding on console recently, and it's tricky. It takes time. I mean, obviously, like, there's probably certain things you have to figure out, kind of go through, etc. But, like, yeah, overall, it's been pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see, Sean. Lucio again. Let's see how you go here. Stand on the cart. Well, that was... Your Winston was certainly in for a treat when they dove the high ground and there was a Bastion just waiting there. Holy crap. You know, one of the questions you had in this game was like, you know, you felt like you kind of were just there playing the game. I think if you do want to start to be more effective, you can, I think if you start to learn how to wall ride, to get high grounds, you can also, if you want to, you can kind of call out to your team, I want a speed boost in, and like give your teammates opportunity to follow up on the speed boost. Granted, once again, we're in the same issue where your teammates don't benefit from it as much, but if you want to feel more involved in the game, definitely kind of setting the pace with like your speed and giving your teammates that opportunity, or even going up for a boop on their high ground, and that requires you to use the wall riding correctly to get up there. Things like that will make you feel like you're more involved in these team fights, and it's not like, oh, am I just getting carried every game? You know what I'm saying? And that's where I really think you'll benefit from the practice. Yeah. I think that's where you'll start to benefit from that. You can use the speed to get out of that. Put a heal boost up. It works. Good boop away. Remember, stay in the Kitsune on your team. It's gonna get your heal boost and your speed boost back up quicker. You see it? The cooldown. I'm not even gonna comment on the ultimate. Everybody over ults in overtime. Just have fun. There you go, and you got the point. Nice. What rank is this? Diamond. The other one on cart. This is fine. Try to get a little bit closer on range of your teammates so you can get benefit on heals. Okay, not bad. In this situation, if you want to make more playmaking, tell your Kiriko to stay on cart and speed boost your hog in with ult. Speed boost your hog ult. I'm telling you right now, the plays you can make with a speed boost and hog ult are unreal. So like, don't be afraid to like be like, okay, stay on point, Kiriko. I'll speed boost, and then just speed boost your hog in. Because if your hog ends up running into an issue, more than likely they can just go into like heal mode on their own, and just like they'll be fine. Like they don't have to worry about that. So like, that is a good opportunity. All right. Good speed out. Oh, it's so close. They're on you, but like, there you go. Now use beat. Huge beat. Once again, it's overtime. If you over ult a little bit, I'm okay with it. Because like, you just don't know what's going on. It gets wild, and then it's likely the other team might over ult too, so you can kind of like almost trade out your ultimates, and that's exactly what happened. Good job. I mean, like, I think there's like, chat, even if you're in Diamond, you can play more of like this ground-based Lucio. It's all about the benefit of like what you do with your heal boost and speed boost. It's when you want to really start to make those improvements where you can start to work on the wall climbing and the mechanics. But if you play like an efficient, like cooldown Lucio, you can do a lot of really good plays and definitely climb. Because, like, Lucio, the reason why Lucio's played so much is you have the ability to kind of dictate team fights and, like, pace. And a lot of players can struggle against really aggressive playstyles, and Speed Boost enables that. Nothing you can do there. You lost that team fight to begin with. They can soon you lost that. No. That's totally fine. That was going to happen. Be careful of... You went there last time and got rolled. Be careful of that same play. Also, that Winston on the other team's going to have no fun. You have Reaper Hog now. Oh, you're really just spamming this. I'm glad the moment you saw the Hanzo, you backed away. Because that was asking to get headshot randomly. Wait for it. Good job speeding them out. Nice. Good use of speed there. You were speeding your hog out so that way they could get out. Good boop. I understand why, because, like, heal boost now, going to a heal boost. Ah, you lost your timing. I mean, even then, you might not have had the heal boost, may not have mattered. Just build ults to this point. Just build ults. Yeah, go to point. That's exactly what everybody's doing. 9 cart. That's fine. You're close to ult. He says in higher rank games, does Lucio go and pick on the backline at all? With teammates, yes. It's definitely timed. A lot of Lucios, the really good Lucios, are almost involved in both team fights. As in, like, they're capable of using their movement to get to, like, a really aggressive play, and they can use their speed boost timing to disengage out back if they need to. Really good Lucios are good at that. And that's why I say, like, the better you get at Lucio movement, the more involved in team fights you are, and the more effective you'll be. That's kind of, you know, where that's at. That's why I'm like saying, like, they have a general idea of how they want to play, and, like, it's just now it's about going from, like, this, you know, like chat was saying, like the floor CO, and going more of, like, okay, let's start wall riding more. Let me get the spots I can't get to. Let me see if I can. There's things you can start to do, and it'll get a lot better. So. Speed boost off the high ground is totally fine there. I'm okay with that. It's a tough disengage. Very worst, you baited ultimates here. Yeah, this is fine. I think you actually might even be able to win this. Use your beat. Great beat timing. Yeah, I think that's it. Unless something really gets hecked up here, you win that. GG's. Yeah, good job. Not bad at all. I was totally fine with that. I feel like the way that you played that was huge. Yeah. I was fine with that. So yeah, I think the number one thing for you is you felt like you didn't know if you were involved or if you're getting carried, etc., all this stuff. Here's my take. I will say at this point, the best thing that you can work on for you is just work on your movement. And I really think you'll start to see much better balance with Lucio, and you'll start to be able to climb even more. Like, there was a lot of times where you just were out of team fights because you didn't have that Lucio movement. So I want to see you work on that. You know, find ways to kind of get speed boost plays in there. Like, okay, we're going to speed boost in. But I think if you do that, it's going to go well. I think you have a general idea of, like, playing with your team. Now it's about the next step of, like, okay, we need to pick up on my mechanics a bit. And I also need to be able to, like, dictate the pace a bit more. But I think overall, you'll start to climb more. And good job on winning the game. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That's where you'll do that from. Also, leave a comment. All of that helps. We also record these live on stream. If you look below the webcam, you can see the Twitch chat. We have a lot of fun here, so stop by if you haven't. And with that being said, hope you have an amazing day/night.